My dear friends, how are you? How is life going on? My heartful wishes and respectable regards and greetings to all of you. Today's thought sharing session titled The Enemies and Friends Within Us. Yes, both the external, internal enemies and friends are there. So we have to first take care of our internal enemies and should know more about our internal friends. Why God has created such a mix of mind within us? Because in this birth as human being, what is our objective? Our objective should be to attain a higher level, that is godliness. Therefore, to attain godliness, what is the way in which we have to move around? So it is a test by God how we move. Therefore, in order to move further towards godliness, we must look into ourselves and should know who are our enemies and friends. Okay. First, we identify who are all our enemies, how frequently they are coming out in a day-to-day life. We might heard about the scriptures of Sanatana Dharma. Everyone knows, I think. What it says, it talks about getting rid of the basic ill traits of the human mind. So good traits are also there. Then ill traits are also there. Both are mixed in our mind. But we have to lead a balanced and happy life based on our ill traits and our good traits. What are all the ill traits? They are kama, that is kamam, lust; krodham, that is anger; moham, that is avarice; lobham, that is greed; madam, that is arrogance; and macharyam, that is jealousy. These are the 6 enemies who are all residing in our mind. Therefore, in order to lead a balanced and happy life from childhood, good spiritual values need to be inculcated within us. Our ancient education system in India emphasized the building of good character. Yes, we are all know. Even the poet Rabindranath Tagore said, education without good character is a body without head. He also added that a disciplined candle light will illuminate the surroundings, but a loose flame will destroy things around. This is actually very important, my dear friends. We may gain more and more knowledge, but if the character is not there, then it is like the loose flame which finally destroy everything around. So a basic disciplined life is the most essential quality that our educational system should insist upon. Our school should taught good habits and clean living besides academic subjects. But are they doing it? No. They have all deviated from this particular aspect. They are all focusing more on competitive and knowledge-oriented academic lifestyle. This is what today's education system is giving to the students. They fail to include our ancient culture, tradition in our education system. By teaching good values, educational institutions will equip the child to grow up as one who can able to face the challenges of these 6 negative aspects. Because of the lack of teaching on this particular aspect, at present the students are doing very indecent activities in the name of culture or fashion. Okay, let us briefly see what are all those 6 negative qualities. First one is kama, that is uncontrolled lust in adolescent minds. It could develop into unethical practice of sex. We might read these type of news in the newspaper daily. That is unorganized sexual feeling people are doing in different ways without having a fundamental approach towards how to handle the sex. This may lead to violence against women and even murder. Second one is krodha, that is krodham. It's nothing but short temper which can lead to uncontrolled destructive activity. When it is a mob that is enraged, it may lead to killings and destruction of public property. Then moham, avarice, it's otherwise called avarice, which leads one to amass ill-gotten wealth, not realizing that one would then be forced to lead a stressful life, either protecting the ill-gotten wealth or losing it overnight and ending up in jail. This we are witnessing in the day-to-day life. Recently we witnessed a very important case with respect to this moham. Next is lobam, greed. It is otherwise called greed, which leads to hoarding material wealth and not sharing it judicially with others, which is a common trait of people who always suffer in isolation. Then madam or arrogance. An arrogant person does not command respect. Humility is the hallmark of greatness, and a humble person can live respectful life with satisfaction and tranquility. Then next to last one is matsharyam, that is jealousy. Jealousy leads one to unhappiness always. It creates a disturbed mind and eventually leads to self-destruction. Therefore, my dear friends, all these 6 negatives can be controlled and streamlined to enable us to lead peaceful, easeful and useful lives. If our educational system could be reoriented towards spiritual, that is not religious, enlightenment among other professional scientific studies. So in addition to all those scientific knowledge and other innovative education system, the educational system at present should incorporate these type of moral values or moral teachings into the curriculum part, so that the system can produce a well-educated, really an educated person into the society. நல்ல எண்ணங்களுடன் வாழ்வோம், நலமுடன் வாழ்வோம், இனிய சொற்களையே பேசுவோம், எப்போதும் இன்புற்றிருப்போம். வாழ்க வளமுடன், வளர்க சிறப்புடன். அன்புடன் சுகுமார்.